Do you ever curse your parents whenever they tell you to do a bunch of chores? I know I do. At that moment, I feel as if they're the cruelest beings on the planet. What right do they have to tell me to do the dishes and laundry? I've always felt that way, but I never realized how much worse it could be until now. If you think doing chores is considered unjust labor, try telling that to the 218 million children working around the world. Those children working in third world countries are doing so because of many factors, such as family poverty, lack of education, and little to no enforcement of child labor laws. Even if the laws were strictly enforced, there would be loopholes that would leave many children in certain areas unprotected. In Kenya, child labor laws do not cover domestic or agricultural jobs. The worst part about child labor isn't the injustice of the wages, the cruelty of the employers, or even the hazards of the work environment. It's how the work affects these kids long term when they become adults. The kids involved in the early back-breaking work that swallowed their childhood have showed symptoms of delay in mental, physical, social, and spiritual health. One of the main reasons that child labor still exists today is not only because they're obligated to work or forced to work, it's also due to the selfishness of adults who seek cheap labor. It's also due to, from an employer's perspective, children are preferable to adults when looking for staff because they work for lower wages, are easier to manage, and are less likely to protest to poor working conditions. In business terms, putting kids to work seems like the best solution to grind out products, right? It is, but it goes without saying that they're just kids. There are over 7.3 million kids under 10 years old who are put to work right now. You know what I was doing at 10 years old? I'd be watching the Saturday morning cartoons. It's fine for young people to learn a work ethic at an early age. Knowing how to manage time, respect superiors, and prioritize work are all valuable skills. However, if a child is working up to 12-hour days with little or no pay in grueling conditions, then a very big problem arises. It takes a kid's childhood and rips it up into tiny pieces right in front of them. Giving a kid this kind of lifestyle will give them no time to actually enjoy being a kid. Instead, it will force them into an adult's shoes when they are clearly far from prepared for this type of burden. This has the potential to provoke devastating effects on these children well into their adulthood. The morals, ethics, and basic social skills that one usually learns as a child was never present. All they have known their entire life was the mindless, ceaseless journey of work. So at the end of the day, when all the work is done, everybody is happy. Everybody except for the kids. People like you and me who live comfortable lives in countries of opportunity like the US rarely consider where our luxury items were manufactured. We naturally believe that factory machines were responsible for our t-shirt or fancy iPhone. In some cases this is true, but in others it's the blood, sweat, and tears of children that has produced the fancy technology that you hold in your hand. The use of child labor really has to stop. It's essentially another form of slavery. The wages of kids are working so low that they're barely enough to keep families alive. Do the employers don't care whatsoever? Or are they blinded by prospective riches at others' expense? Shouldn't adults be the ones working to improve children's lives, not the other way around? If you think so, then there are ways you can help the suffering of these children. It doesn't have to require boycotting iPhones or not eating chocolate until the issue becomes resolved. It can be as simple as spreading awareness to your friends, neighbors, and congressmen. It can be donating to UNICEF, which is already fighting for a solution to the problem. So in that way, you can start to stop taking your everyday items for granted and think what a child had to go through for you. Imagine being cooped up in a dank room for 12 hours a day, making copies of a single item over and over again. And at the end of the day, you're paid $3. You think you have it bad because you have to do housework? Look at the kids who made your t-shirt and think again.